Right now, if you open your phone, you are guaranteed to see the exact same phrase staring back at you. 2026 is the new 2016. It is everywhere. Millions of TikToks, massive Reddit threads, relentless X posts. Right now, an entire generation universally agrees on one single desperate fact. The 2016 internet was a golden era of pure, unfiltered human connection. The logic is so simple and so incredibly tempting. If we just destroy modern algorithms, banish the AI, and go back to how things were a decade ago, we can finally save our collective mental health. We can heal. It sounds beautiful, but there is a massive problem with this entire movement. It is entirely based on a lie. To understand why this myth is exploding right now, you just have to look around at the digital wasteland we are currently standing in. March 2026 is exhausting. We are officially suffocating in a hyper-commercialized nightmare. Every single time you unlock your screen, you are stepping into a dystopian strip mall run by predictive algorithms. These algorithms do not care about what you actually want to see. They care about what will keep your eyeballs glued to the glowing rectangle for another 3 seconds. And then there is the AI Slop. You guys know exactly what I am talking about. We are drowning in synthetic garbage. Bot accounts are aggressively arguing with other bot accounts in comment sections just to farm engagement. Fake AI-generated influencers are trying to sell you drop-shipped junk. Trying to find a genuine, organic human interaction on the internet right now is like trying to find a real tomato inside a vending machine. It is a synthetic, over-monetized mess. You post a comment and you genuinely have to wonder if a human being will ever even read it. So naturally, our brains do what they always do when we feel threatened and overwhelmed. We retreat to the past. We look back 10 years to the glorious days of 2016, the promised land. We romanticize that specific timeline with a terrifying intensity. We obsess over the memory of chronological feeds. Remember those? The radical idea that you would just see a post from your best friend simply because they posted it 5 minutes ago, not because a $1 trillion supercomputer decided it was the mathematically perfect piece of content to trigger a dopamine spike and sell you sneakers. We remember genuine human creators. We remember weird, raw, unpolished internet culture. People sitting in their messy bedrooms talking to a cheap webcam, making things simply because they wanted to share something cool with the world. There were no massive production teams. There were no algorithm hacking thumbnails. There were no desperate hooks trying to manipulate your attention span in the first 0.5 seconds. Just humans making things for other humans. Just a giant, weird digital neighborhood. You desperately want to return to that 2016 internet. Honestly, looking at my feed today, I want to return to that 2016 internet too. But here is the incredibly dark irony of this entire cultural trend. The 2016 internet you are crying over, it never actually existed. Furthermore, the very feeling of nostalgia you are experiencing right now is actively being weaponized against you by the exact 2026 algorithms you hate so much. Think about that for a second. The modern algorithm is intentionally feeding you videos about how evil modern algorithms are because it calculated that your anger and your nostalgia will keep you scrolling. You are being farmed using your own memories. How is this even possible? The answer lies in a tiny psychological glitch, a literal bug in human hardware that tech giants discovered a decade ago and have been quietly exploiting ever since. We are going to look at the exact data that proves your own memory is actively tricking you right now and uncover why the innocent good old days you are trying to return to were actually the exact laboratory where this entire nightmare was built. Look at the actual data from 10 years ago. 2016 wasn't some algorithm-free paradise. It was the exact opposite. 2016 was the year Silicon Valley stopped asking what you wanted to see and started telling you what you needed to feel. Let's do a quick reality check. Do you remember what actually happened in 2016? That was the exact year Instagram killed the chronological feed. Twitter did the same thing. Facebook tweaked its newsfeed to prioritize time on site over everything else. They took away the steering wheel and handed it to a machine learning model. Why? Because chronological feeds are terrible for business. You run out of posts, you get bored, you close the app. Tech giants realized that if they wanted to keep you glued to your screen, they couldn't just show you your friends' boring vacation photos. They They had to inject a little venom. 2016 was the golden age of clickbait. It was the birth of the massive weaponized political echo chamber. It was ground zero for the attention economy. Engineers in giant glass buildings discovered a very dark, very profitable truth. Making you violently angry keeps you scrolling 32% longer than making you happy. So they built the rage machine. The very algorithms you are protesting today on TikTok and X were forged in the fires of 2016. Think of the internet like a city. 2016 was a booming, unregulated frontier town, the Wild West. It was thrilling, it was chaotic. You could strike gold just by posting a terrible deep-fried meme, but it was also incredibly dangerous in the shadows. There were no rules. You were drinking unfiltered water straight from the river and getting digital cholera. You were constantly dodging snake oil salesmen in bar fights. Now look at 2026. The internet today is a hyper-efficient, AI-run megacity. Yes, it is loud. Yes, it feels wildly synthetic. There is a giant neon billboard shoving a drop-shipped sunset lamp in your face every 3 steps. You cannot walk down the street without an algorithm trying to sell you a subscription to something you don't need. But this megacity also has running water. It has paved roads. It has infrastructure. We love to demonize the modern algorithm. It is the easiest scapegoat in the world. But we are completely ignoring the massive, undeniable upside. You cannot separate the good of the modern internet from the bad. They are built on exactly the same code. Without the hyper-personalized, ultra-aggressive algorithms of 2026, the massive modern creator economy literally collapses overnight. Think about this. In 2016, if you made a highly specific 20-minute video about restoring 18th century French clocks, nobody saw it. You got 12 views, your mom, your uncle, and 10 spam bots. You were a guy shouting in the middle of an empty desert. Today, the 2026 algorithm is the most ruthless, efficient matchmaker in human history. It does not care about your mom. It will actively hunt down the exact 40,000 people on planet Earth who obsess over French clocks, and it will forcefully place your video in their hands. Millions of weird, wonderful, hyper-niche creators only have careers today because of this megacity infrastructure. Marginalized communities found each other. Obscure art scenes exploded globally. Why? Because the modern algorithm gave them a map. It connected the dots in a way the 2016 frontier town never could. But here is the brutal tension. Here is the massive trade-off we made for that efficiency. To get that perfect matchmaking, we had to surrender the streets to the machines entirely. And now we are living in the terrifying reality of the dead internet theory. The 2026 megacity is so automated that human beings are rapidly becoming a minority. We have AI influencers reading scripts generated by AI to sell AI-designed products to thousands of fake AI accounts. All of it happening just to harvest human engagement metrics. You are walking through a massive digital shopping mall where half the people around you are mannequins pretending to breathe. It is suffocating. So we are stuck. We hate the synthetic, bot-infested megacity of 2026. We want to flee back to the innocent, raw frontier town of 2016. But wait a minute. We just established that 2016 wasn't innocent at all. It was a toxic, rage-baiting laboratory that invented the very nightmare we are currently running from. So if 2016 was actually terrible, why does your brain swear blind that it felt like a warm, comforting hug? Why are millions of people collectively remembering a timeline that never actually existed? The answer to that is buried deep inside a terrifying flaw in your own biological hardware. Psychologists call it Rosy Retrospection. It is a cognitive bias where your brain essentially acts like a corrupt PR manager for your past. Have you ever looked back at a terrible relationship and thought, man, we had some really great times, completely forgetting the Tuesday afternoon they threw your phone into a storm drain? That is your brain actively protecting you. Humans are biologically hardwired to filter out negative memories over time. If we remembered every single stressful moment with crystal clarity, we would literally go insane. So your brain does some highly creative editing. It deletes the digital trauma. It tosses the files labeled 2016 election panic, Gamergate, and the dawn of outrage culture straight into the recycling bin. What does it keep? The file labeled Pokemon Go Summer. You look back at 2016 and you don't remember the birth of the hyper-partisan echo chamber. You remember running around a park with your friends trying to catch a digital Squirtle. You remember Vine compilations. You remember Harambe. But here is the massive philosophical punchline of this entire trend. The real reason you want to go back to 2016 has absolutely nothing to do with the internet. You don't miss the 2016 internet, you miss your 2016 brain. You miss who you were before 10 straight years of doom scrolling fundamentally rewired your dopamine receptors. You miss the version of yourself that wasn't constantly vibrating with low-level anxiety from a relentless fire hose of global conflicts, pandemic alerts, and economic weirdness. 10 years ago, your attention span wasn't completely shattered by microsecond TikTok loops. Your neurochemistry was actually intact. We look at the internet of 2026, this hyper-commercialized synthetic megacity, and we blame the technology for how exhausted we feel. But the technology is largely just a mirror. It is reflecting our own deeply fried nervous systems right back at us. We are mourning a loss of digital innocence. Back then, you could watch a video of a dog riding a skateboard and just laugh. Today, you watch that exact same video and your brain instantly runs a full-blown background check. Is this AI generated? Is the dog real? Is the skateboard real? Is this a stealth ad for dog food? Is this a bot farm trying to farm my engagement so they can sell my data? It is exhausting. We are all walking around with a decade-long digital hangover. But going backwards is a total fantasy. You cannot unfry an egg. You cannot unsee the matrix. Even if we magically deleted every modern algorithm tomorrow and forced Mark Zuckerberg to hand you the exact chronological feed from a decade ago, it would not cure your mental health. Why? Because you would be bringing your exhausted, cynical 2026 brain into that 2016 interface. The magic wouldn't be there. You would just be bored. The innocence we are frantically searching for is gone forever. So we have to stop crying over a past that never actually existed. The only way out of this dystopian feeling is straight through. We need to stop acting like helpless victims trapped inside a machine. We have to stop treating these hyper-advanced algorithms and AI systems like almighty masters that
dictate our moods. They are not our masters. They are just code. They are tools. Unbelievably powerful, sometimes highly manipulative tools, but tools nonetheless. We have to build a completely new digital philosophy. Instead of trying to burn the megacity down, we need to learn how to live inside it without losing our minds. That means actively treating your attention like it is the most valuable currency on Earth. It means aggressively curating what you consume instead of letting a server farm in California decide what you look at. It means knowing when to close the app and go touch actual physical grass. So, if 2016 was actually a toxic laboratory in disguise, what was the real golden age of the internet? Was it 2012? The 2008 Wild West? The deeply chaotic MySpace era? Let me know down in the comments which era you secretly romanticize. And while you are down there, tell me if you think the dead internet theory is already our daily reality. Subscribe to keep exploring the strange psychology behind our digital lives. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one.